Hey everyone. Well, let's take a look at this video. ONeill suggests taking out Taliban-occupied presidential palace. This was like on the 17th. I actually agree with this title, so I figured why not do a video. I don't really know what they're going to say. I assume something to do with the title, but I agree with that title at first glance. Let's have a look.
Welcome back. We're going to do a little quick interview with Rob O'Neill and talk about the stuff that's been going on. I have a question for you. When we decided to take out ISIS, and I say we as in me in America, we annihilated them. And it was roughly, what is it? I don't know how many. Was it 70, 100,000 fighters?
We annihilated them at first, but then when we decided to leave a war zone and leave it into a vacuum, as opposed to just bombing a convoy, we just didn't do it.
That's the problem with us. We don't do a lot of things we probably should do. But we gotta be the nice guy. We gotta be good. You know, this is war, but there's ethics in war. We can't go about bombing people and oh, what about those civilians? Well, it's war. I'm sorry. It's war. You're never gonna win a war if you're worried about every single person. Those people around the bad people know something might happen. I mean, look at what we did to Europe. We carpet bombed cities. Were civilians killed? Yeah, a ton of them. The ones that could try to leave and get away from anywhere that was being bombed did. But, you know, stuff's gonna happen. People are gonna die. It's sad. It's terribly sad. But again, it's war. That is what happens with war. It's not about participation trophies. A lot of liberals don't understand that. They think, oh, it's about participation trophies. Oh, one innocent life lost is one too many. Yeah, on paper that is true, but again, you're fighting somebody. There are going to be casualties that you wish didn't happen, but for the good of the planet, for making that war work out and winnable, and so we can leave, then yeah, you might need to bring back carpet bombing. I'm just saying. I don't know the solution. I don't think anyone does, but we can see how it worked for World War II, and it worked. You don't hear Japanese hating Americans because of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, but it ended the war quickly. A lot of innocent people died, but it ended it quickly. World War II, we carpet bombed pretty much all of Europe, destroyed all their cities. We also rebuilt all their cities, by the way. So we spent a lot of money rebuilding Europe because we carpet bombed everything. We helped them get their economy back on. And you don't really hear Europeans like blaming Americans for carpet bombing their city and mom and dad died and they had nothing to do with the Nazis and this and that. You don't hear people talking about that. Now, there might be some sentiment there, but you definitely don't hear about it. So it probably is there. I'm not saying just because you don't hear about it, there isn't somebody that's like, my grandpa would have been alive if, we didn't carpet bomb Berlin or say, and he had nothing to do. There probably are people out there, but it's not so mainstream. There's not so many people that are, hating us for doing that, and it worked out fine in the long run, didn't it?
And again, I don't want to blame any one person. Bad decisions are made all the time in combat, but right now, keep the base, bomb the bad guys.
Yeah.
There's a picture of them in the presidential palace.
Right.
By the way, the president Ghani left, and he had so much money in his helicopter.
Ghani just left.
But they're taking
Really?
Yes, but they're taking pictures in his weight room. It's like,
Yeah.
here's.
Well, of course. I mean, if you're a leadership in that country and you see Taliban coming a president, everyone's taking what they can and they're leaving that country because they're going to be set for life. Because you're obviously not going to leave it. So, yeah.
That's a crazy idea. Drop a JDAM on that place.
Yes.
Spot on. I mean, they're in the presidential palace. Freaking just, he says JDAM. I would say go all out, do a Moab. Just totally obliterate that building. That building gone. Yeah, we were going to have surrounding buildings too with something that large, but that's gone. They can't use it. And honestly, we should be doing that with, if we're pulling out with our bases and everything, we should be just totally obliterating what's there so they can't use any of it. It's worth nothing. It's just scrap metal at that point.
If you know where he
Destroy it.
is, if you know where they are,
Destroy him.
that's all you have to do. His name,
Yeah.
how ironic, his name is Ghani.
I always look at these other countries, like when you see them marching in the street or whatever, and they have some parade, like North Korea. I mean, if you attack them first, well, most of their military is in that national parade. You got Kim sitting there watching it. You got other generals and stuff watching it in their military. I mean, if you really want to do a first strike and kind of take out the top, boom, right there, then it might be over. They won't know what to do. They would be so in shambles. So yeah, when you see the Taliban in big, large groups, you hit them, and you hit them hard. A, teaches them not to group up, and B, if we see where they're at or get a hint at it, they're gone. And if you're taking out like 10 of them at a time, the leadership, I don't know how many are going to step up and be leaders. Probably the 20-year-old that is thinking they're a fighter or a freedom fighter. They're not.
Never even put that together. I'm going to steal that joke.
Please do.
Yeah.
You surely need them.
No offense, in case you were wondering.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. It's your show.
Should I be skeptical about the new improved Taliban?
You know what?
Did you ever talk to them?
Yes,
Talk to the Taliban?
I actually have.
Are we like exaggerating?
No,
anything?
they're brutal. They're really, really brutal. But I did have Taliban guys tell me we're eating rice out of the same bowl, but for some reason we have cold Coca-Colas with no ice. I don't know how they do it.
Wow.
But what they have told me is if they knew that we were as serious as we were at the beginning with the bombing and the fighting, they would have given us Al-Qaeda. Maybe not, because they're two different people. Al-Qaeda's foreign fighters in Afghanistan anyway, and I don't think the Taliban has interest in attacking us here. They want their valleys, they want their mountains.
I probably do agree with that. They want their country. And we're a foreign occupier. That probably is some truth to that. That if they knew that we were going to pursue so hard and serious about it, they probably would have said, these foreign fighters in our country. Yeah, here, we'll round them up and we'll even get rid of them for you because we don't want this.
I want to be optimistic because I think hopefully, I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, we all hope.
Hopefully they just want to keep their country and, not let the press in and then just murder people.
How can China?
Yeah, that's the sad part. They just want their country and they'll end up murdering people and there will be no press there and there will be no organizations for charity like in my other video. There won't be any of that because you won't be allowed in.
Because China will crush you.
Yeah.
China's moving in right now. They're making.
They're going to get all the minerals for the e-bikes.
Yeah, of course they're going to do it.
The batteries for my e-bike.
Yeah, not just for your e-bike, for your Prius, for your other electric car, for your Teslas. That's where the minerals come from. And see, we're still supporting China. So all you're doing is changing from oil to mining for precious metals for batteries. You're just changing the power. You're changing it from the Middle East now to China. Personally, we kind of control the Middle East. Some of the countries are okay with us, at least on paper, and they don't want to upset things too much, where China doesn't really care. They see that they are a world power and that they are going to control us because they control the minerals and they sell us these goods. But we are also tied with China because they sell us goods. They rely on us. They can't feed their own population, so they have to buy food from outside of China, from the U.S. from then. That's why it was kind of a joke with Trump saying he had a deal for our farmers, selling them, grain and food, because China had no choice. They have to buy that or their people starve. There's flooding going on right now, major flooding, livestock's dying. They're actually going to be in more trouble for food, and they're going to need more of that from the world, and there might it might cause them to actually be bold and try to take more land so they can feed their own growing population. I mean, it's a messy situation, but yeah, China just wants Afghanistan for the minerals, which then they sell us. So we're giving China money to go to Afghanistan to get those minerals to sell us. Hence how the money's passing through. Yeah, I don't know. You're just trading for oil, Middle East for China. I would take the Middle East personally because a lot more of them are more friendly towards us than the media likes to, make out than China is towards us. China just cares about the money.
But see,
You have to go back, Rob.
well, see, the Taliban understands you mess with China, they will kill you.
Yeah, look at the Uyghurs.
Yeah, seriously, they're horrible. They're both horrible.
Yeah, China's horrible.
So notice the Russian embassy didn't close. Russia will kill you.
Yeah.
We decide, boy, I hope I don't use harsh language.
Yeah, exactly. But by the way, we're too busy reading anti-racism books to our troops.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're putting
We're building new
So
bathrooms.
true.
We've been putting our own
Worried about that.
troops in prison for murder in a war zone.
Yeah.
Which again, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. It's frustrating to see, and I've talked to so many friends today that are just, what do we go for?
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah, why did
you
we
get anything
go?
from Kat? Because those were crazy pills.
Yeah, she said I was taking a vaccine.
You I've been reluctant to bring up heroin, but it fuels the Taliban financially, and I
Yeah.
was just wondering if that was their vodka or that was their pot. Why didn't we go into business with them? I don't know.
No, that's what I'm wondering. No. Their vodka is still vodka. Their
Yeah.
pot is still pot. It's all there. It's just that China doesn't care how the money comes in. Neither does Russia. We're so woke and so politically correct that we can screw anything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. Other countries don't care. And what, we're supposed to care? That's what's wrong. When you're fighting a war, I'm sorry, it's a war. It's a war. People are going to die. It's sad, but that's the cold, hard reality of it, is people will die. Civilians, the people you're trying to get, it's going to happen.
With wokeness. Wait and see.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, what did this botched exit was without question one of the worst. Except
Even the
that
dumb
we
say
don't
it's
have any
botched.
comparison to it. Is it possible that it would have been bad no matter what?
You know what? There is a comparison, and I don't want to.
I think it would have been bad no matter what. That's one thing Biden said. I think it would have been, but he also said there was no good time to pull out, so can't really blame Trump for his deadline. Biden's president, he can change things.
Screw this up, but John F. Kennedy, when he was first in office and the Bay of Pigs, he said that victory has 100 fathers, defeat has 0.
Yeah.
And I was an orphan, and I take responsibility. And President Joe Biden came up and said, I accept all does the buck stop here?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing you or the chairman of the Joint Chiefs resigning anytime soon.
Yeah. There you go. All right, Rob. That was interesting.
Hey, Sean Hannity.
Yeah, I mean, with that video, I totally agree. I mean, when we see these groups of fighters, Taliban, in the presidential palace there, which we probably built with our tax money, we should have bombed it right then and there. Or JDAM, Moab, whatever. Send it right through the roof. Boom. That building gone. Same with our bases. Boom. Those buildings gone. Our embassy. Boom. Building gone. Anything we built, if you're going to let the Taliban come back into power, then you just wipe it off the map. We built that airport. Let's make them so they don't have an airport. Oh, but the people won't be flying out of there anyways once the Taliban is 100% in control. Once we totally relinquish that airport, Taliban, no one's flying there. No real flight. And do we want flights going there? Do we want China to have easy access? No, we don't. Let them spend money rebuilding the airport if they want to fly in. Let's put some big craters in that runway, so China can't just fly in. So Russia can't fly in. We built the country. Let's remove our stuff. Let's exit, remove it. Whatever we built, gone. You guys can live in huts. Sad, but what are you going to do? Anyways, Hopefully you found my video entertaining and somewhat informative. I don't claim to be an expert, but you know, these are fun to make. So please like, subscribe. You all stay well. Take care, my friends. Have a good one. Bye.